Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of What Lurks Below. Last time our party traversed the caverns below the apothecary's house. After defeating a nest of basilisk, they made their way out and confronted the apothecary with questions. Asking if she was aware of the dangers lurking below her cabin. After accusations and questioning, eventually they found proof that she was aware of the dangers. And apprehended her after a short chase. And that is where we will continue our story. And remember, if you're watching on YouTube, to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ding that little bell so you'll be notified when I post another. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome. I hope you have been enjoying the videos I post and the content I make. And remember to follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to get to affiliate, and everything helps.
Got kidnapped. Oh no. Yes.
Hello.
Getting
Mid-story.
kidnapped.
Poor Neil,
Kidnapped.
left all alone.
Sedge. Where's that slime?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him, and since last time we played, really.
Really comment or join the voice chat, so. But he did say he's just always offline, but he's online. So you just need to DM him.
So, as you all are aware, I have been offered a new position, a new job. To my knowledge, it is basically just doing some kind of construction work, basically. Restoration stuff. But unfortunately, it is very time consuming position, so I do not believe I'll be able to continue all games, which is unfortunate.
Sorry, bud.
So, depending on what happens, next week may be our last game.
Got it. Congrats, though.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I want congratulations. But how are you all?
Doing, I think, fine. You can say.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Same.
Mm.
There he is.
It's time to kidnap. He has been kidnapped.
Welcome. How you doing?
Hola?
See which stole his voice.
Oh,
Shame.
no. I cannot interrogate her myself. I
Shame.
did not prepare.
Well, looks like you'll be doing the... No, just let Rouge do it. I'm sure he'll be good at it.
Oh no, no, that is like the last person you want to choose.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa!
That's just presumptuous.
That's just mean, bro.
You sure?
I don't even have to intimidate her. I have a basilisk.
Just put
Wow.
it up straight at her face. Be like, talk or you'll be stoned.
Well, I know who the bad cop is.
Definitely not the one hugging a basilisk.
Totally not that one.
He just killed the old lady. Damn.
Man. Ruthless. And I thought you were the bad cop.
Who?
Yeah, Motra, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, but...
Oh. At least he's happy.
Wow, Motra. You've changed. Used to be so stoic.
Man of few words now. Oh.
Hello?
Hey!
There you go.
There we go. Accidentally had, I'm using a new headset, so I'm not used to some of the stuff, and I think I accidentally muted myself.
Ah. The accidental mute strikes again.
It's just like a small switch on the headset, so I probably accidentally, like, flipped it,
I
so
have
to
a button.
speak. Yeah.
Mine's like a TV remote. I like it, because it reminds me of a TV. Alright,
You should join.
but he already has. Yeah, so I'll catch you up like I was telling everyone else. If you didn't see the last ping I made to everybody.
Yes,
Okay, so you did
was
see that.
aware.
Okay. So depending on what happens next week, may be our last game together. At least until 5 months from then. In which case, I'll drag you all back here and force you to play with me.
Hmm.
You have a 5-month
I mean,
contract?
hiatus is hiatus, so, you know. Or, and life is, that's just how life is, right? You know, how it be.
It do be
But
like
Don't
that.
worry about it.
But
Don't worry about it, man.
enough sad, sappy me. You are here to have fun and to play D&D. So let us commence. Alright. Last time, you finished investigating below the apothecary's house in the caverns below. Defeating a nest of basilisk and taking one as a pet. Quotations. Upon returning to the surface, you return to the apothecary's house and approach with questions, seeking answers. Upon receiving evidence that she may be involved somehow, you caught her mid-escape and have tied her up. And this is where we will begin our story. The map is open. You may do as you wish. You now have a hog-tied old woman. Congratulations.
don't make it sound bad. She's a cold hard killer.
You don't know that.
True.
You're sure?
We don't. Well, we don't know that for sure. You see. What we do
Evidence?
know is this: one about her potential stuff regarding the diary. Only Sigil knows that currently. Um, we our issue right now is that we after you are able to identify the spider poison and stomach acid, you inquired about that and she ran. So we were like, hold on, don't run now. So
That's-
that is our current situation. We don't know for sure that she may have been feeding stuff, but Sigil probably has the closest idea. In any case,
Stare.
yeah. Well,
Really
she's
guilty
tied up on the
of being
ground.
right.
So.
You're going hardcore on that.
And
Still
Ruse,
giving her a pass.
and Ruse is slowly walking inside.
I am. Oh, I don't have control of this woman.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I will move her. You know. Yeah, plop her down mid-room. No way of escaping.
Let me go get the others. And he's gonna. I'm unsnapping to grid immediately because I don't like snapping to grid unless I have to. And he comes out to this site. There's now a basilisk. Just in the middle of in the middle of a house.
And it has a blanket over it. You don't know.
That doesn't help right now.
No, it's a baby.
It's a baby.
True.
So cuddly.
Is it so? It's still asleep, right?
Yep. It hasn't been that long since we came out of the cave.
Yes, it is currently still asleep. For now.
Anyways, he's gonna go. He's gonna like kind of give a stare at Ruse, who's just brought a basilisk indoors, and go try to get Cobalt. Okay, man.
Me? Oh, I'm just tired.
Yeah, you've been yawning, so I was a little worried. Anyways,
He's just bored of my game.
No, no.
Damn.
wow. Okay, well, you gotta do him like that, huh? Cobalt. I'm sure you heard the commotion just now. We have reasons to suspect this person as having not only known of these events, but possibly even worse. Should not sure what we should do, but for now we should probably gather everyone up. That includes you, Ruse. And he just like looks over. I would like you to come with us as well. And yes, you may bring your basilisk because I do have an interesting question regarding that now. He is going to make his way back into this room.
There's. What was the rush?
She will just look down, not really answering your questions.
This is a question. I don't I don't know if I ever actually got confirmation about what the if the second vial was stomach acid, and if only Sebas knows that.
You did. Because Sebas hinted to you.
Right.
You did ask her. I know. I don't. I don't remember.
Sebas identified
yeah.
it properly.
Yeah, I
like
know.
he
Yeah.
he. But I'm not sure if I actually ever got confirmation on that.
I don't remember specifically, but if
He did give me like a look and a nod to say like this is
Uh-huh.
suspicious at least.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
So
And-
I'd
and,
probably
and you did ask her about them,
Mm-hmm.
the potion maker, and she gave you an answer.
that was certainly an answer.
And then she ran. Or tried to.
Uh-huh. She was like, some kind of, acid, or I don't know. And like started to walk away, and my character started to like do this, and she then booked it.
Yeah, she went that way. Good thing you're Tabaxi.
Flips her.
In any case, ma'am, if I do apologize for this, but I'm not here to do an inquisition or anything of the sort. I simply, especially now, wish to determine what has been going on here, and particularly the contents of the potions and vials that you've been making. Been informed that at least one of them.
I'm just moving on so people could actually get
Oh,
in.
okay. I was like, is she moving?
No.
Okay. I was like, I'm ready to.
She slowly
Sebas.
creeps toward you.
Sebas, could you reiterate what exactly were in those vials we found?
I know for sure the second one is the basilisk stomach acid.
Yes.
Well,
Mm,
I
and
wanted to flip that.
from what we were made aware of, this isn't just. Well, I suppose it is normal poison, but specifically it is poison similar to spiders, and we have found such spiders down in your basement, so to speak. Unless you have a good explanation, we have reason to believe that you may be harboring such creatures as ingredients for your potions in some manner. Is that correct or not? Shepard?
I'm thinking of how she would respond.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
just making sure. It's just like sometimes I don't know if I cut out too.
No, no, I hold you. You're fine. She will just keep her head low, sitting on the floor,
He's
tied,
gonna get closer.
tied up. I needed them.
Needed them for what?
It's a harsh
Please.
world out here. I needed the money. Their components are valuable, very rare. This was the only way I could get them and afford my living.
And you are able to acquire these materials without coming to harm yourself?
It's dangerous work.
I'm
But
honestly surprised someone not even I'm not even considering age here, but the fact that you were able to retrieve such materials from both of these creatures, which are especially basilisks, haven't heard of anyone being able to tame them properly.
no, they're not tamed. No. You just
Give me a
gotta be
moment.
careful.
My throat's a little bit. Then, if they are not tamed, how did you manage to acquire these materials safely? And he's going to. This is the first time where he's like actually like noticeably in a bad mood at this point. Like he is not happy, but he is still trying to give benefit of the doubt and waiting for her to explain if she is willing to.
Just you wait.
I
Oh,
would
no.
suggest that you explain now rather than make things more difficult, as while I am not the law here, I do not wish to.
I'll kill you right now. I swear to you.
I'm just thinking Mulcher is being far too nice. At least Sebas thinks that.
Alright, well, as you all look over, you will see the solemn look of an elderly old woman doing what she can to get by, as she explains herself. I would take it from the dead ones. Usually the people that would stumble down there manage to kill a few. I could sneak down there every so often and get what I could from the dead ones.
So you knew that those 3 adventurers that you sent and helped went down and got themselves killed.
I believe the question is not that she knew, but how long this has been going on.
I mean, there probably has been many reports of missing. Oops, why do I always do that? There probably has been a lot of missing reports filled in by her about people.
Please,
I've only done
How
what
long
I had
have-
to.
how long has this been going on? I know that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we did know that she's a widower, right?
No.
No. Okay, just making
So,
sure.
so the only person who would have that kind of idea, well,
Would be Signal then.
yeah, because he saw a
Okay.
suit.
Yeah.
But
So
it's,
that's only something
it's not that far of a gamble to say.
I
'cause,
feel like that's something that he wouldn't ask then if he wasn't aware.
yeah, there's no concrete evidence to any of you except for
Gotcha. Just making sure. Just
Signal.
making sure. I wanted to get my notes straight with my character.
Because she's a widower doesn't mean what she did was okay.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, does it?
Oh man.
Yeah, and so he's just waiting for an answer.
As you ask how long she's been doing it, she will never give you a direct answer on that. But she will go on to say, I never purposely sent anyone down there. Just gave them a place to stay when they needed it. An adventurer's instincts or curiosity. They find their own way down there.
And yet you knew, and you never informed them of the danger. While you did not
Huh.
kill them directly, I believe that your inaction has led to the deaths of many, and you have, I would not say profited off it, but you
It was
made use
profit.
of it to make ends meet. Suppose that is a natural way of things, but it still does not sit right with me, as we are. Well, suppose it is strange to say that, being what I am, but we are not beasts, but creatures of logic. And
What I'm thinking is, she was probably waiting for us to also check it out by telling
I
us
would
about the
imagine so.
information
That
and
seems likely,
expecting us
except
to die.
Sorry, did you ask her a question?
no, I'm just like waiting because we got a little bit of feedback there. Anyways, uh, hmm,
She told us about people that went missing. That was true. But also, she knows that the curiosity of an adventurer is. So, by process of elimination, that hole has not been sealed and it's just there, telling us about people that went missing and getting curious about it will probably send us also into the hole, like what we did. And with that, there was more people to kill the spiders for her and probably die from it.
beginning to wonder if this fairy circle is really one at all now. Fortunately, my abilities to detect magic are not quite there yet.
No, it
But
is.
I
It
see.
doesn't have anything to do with what I've been doing. It showed
Interesting.
up there many years ago. Please, don't turn me in. I won't last long out there. I've only did what I did to survive. These potions I can make with those things are very valuable. Yes, I know people have died, but I've also saved people with the potions I made from them.
But you know you had other solutions by hiring other people to kill the spiders for you. But
She
you
didn't hire
decided to
us,
go
did she?
against that.
No, she's
We just
saying
we
she's saying that's another option she could have done.
Yeah, there was another option, but she decided not to go for it and go for the money. More money because she wasn't ready to give money to other people
oh
that weren't willing to spend their lives to
you
kill those
you tell
monsters
you
for
tell
her.
us that you tell us that in character because that's a good point.
Oh, that's just say I say that in character
Yeah, no,
because
no, don't worry about it. I'm just giving you a hard time. Did it have to be other people though? Is what I want to ask.
the difference between going there on your own and being hired because they are ready.
She needs them alive, does she not? Not see how an extermination party would prove fruitful
No, she
overall.
just
If she is
requires
to
people.
continue this,
She just has to hire some adventurers or people to just kill some of them and bring back the loot. But she decided to ignore that request of just hiring people and just allow random curious people, like most likely the some weaker ones, or but to do them on their own so that she doesn't really have to pay for them. They would just do the job for her free.
Do not disagree with that. However, ma'am, was there no other method to acquire these materials to feed these creatures rather than hoping some hapless adventurer or civilian or who knows what else would end up down there? Because it seems to me that this has been going on for quite a while. If these ladders that lead to your basement have been rather the fact that you have constructed ladders all the way down to these caves leads me to believe that you've been doing this for not just a few years but many years, and that none have been the wiser, as I am inclined to believe the wastes around this area are quite dangerous, and so nobody questioned the disappearance of yet another adventurer. Is that correct?
Sebas will sigh. At most, you're trying to grab straws to save this woman. Can I look through this ledger, please? This book here?
Oh, that's just a list of ingredients and potions and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like, question: how old does this like paper, or does it have dates on like when she started her like investigation on potions and stuff?
No, it doesn't really have dates or anything like that. It's more like a recipe book than anything.
Okay. I was just thinking about that would lead to somewhat. But does the book look really old? Maybe passed down from generation, looking old?
It looks fairly old.
Does it looks like it's probably more than 10 years old? Still good taken care of, but it is old?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay, I will.
Alright, well, as you ask all your questions, she'll answer.
Message.
You don't know.
Message.
It looks old, but you can't tell how old. She will just say, I can't change what I've done. I could have done other things maybe, but I did what felt best at the moment.
That means that you aren't really ready to pay your consequences of your actions.
Is
You know
anyone
what you
really?
did.
Does anyone really ever want to face judgment?
Some do, some don't. But all in all, it does come, if you're ready or not. Others will look at Mulcher. I don't really care for your empathy for. We need to arrest her, quote unquote, and bring her to the authorities.
My concern is that as cruel as I'm not even sure the word is cruel at this point. It's callous, I suppose, is more accurate. As her inaction has led to the deaths of many, it is not incorrect that she is the one who creates potions for this town, and As much
So
as
are
I
you
would
willing
like
to
to
tell?
disagree, there what I am trying to say is that I am not trying to absolve her of her crimes. Do not please wait. I'm simply wanting to see if there's a better method than to simply hand her over to the guards or what like and possibly deprive this town of an important craftswoman and in any case some of the potions that she's able to make with these are extremely valuable to the average individual.
So you wish to
That
keep her
is
in
why I'm
prison?
asking if there is another method that may work besides hoping for people like us to end up beneath these caves. I, as much as I loathe to admit, I do have an idea, though it's not something that I would prefer to rely on.
Need to know the name of that dude. Wait.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Does anyone else have anything to say during any of this?
Yeah. Does anybody else have to say in this?
I missed like 90% of it, so I have no idea.
We're just interrogating her. Basically, we found out in character that she is indeed she's not actively dragging adventurers like drawing adventurers down there. She's just abusing their natural curiosity and then using when they end up almost inevitably dying out there, down there, she harvests the materials later because those adventurers keep the spiders and basilisks fed. The the issue, of course, is one, she is basically you could argue that it's crime through inaction because she clearly knew the dangers of it and just let it slide because, you know, she needed it to either profit and or survive and um then there's also the point of the scale of this means that it is like this has likely been going on for more than a few weeks. I would hazard to say that it's probably been going on for years, at the very least. And because adventurers tend to die all the time, nobody is any wiser until we manage to live.
To tell the tale. And also, she, for sure, I'm thinking like she purposely like acted innocent and be like, "Oh, please tell the authority about those missing people." You know, in that kind of way
That's a
of
good point.
pleading her own innocence at the same time for and getting us to like do the job for her by probably going down also in the cave because we're also adventurous and curious and giving us hints that there are some people missing. Maybe you can help.
That is a very good point. Actually, I didn't even.
And
It
so
was
the plot thickens.
it was subtle hints, you know, like giving like playing with us to do something for her by acting innocent and helpful.
So here's my ideas, so to speak. You could either simply hand her over to authorities and wait to see what they do with her, or as much as I
Oh,
would and
him.
what I my concern once again is that it will deprive the town of its the valuable
Can I
craftswoman.
again do a suggestion? Why not hand her over to Mr. Honderbranch?
That is, in fact, the other idea I had. As much as I would dislike dealing with people who have a hand in crime, I do know that I'm aware, at least, that people within that line of work have others they like to have
Sorry. I couldn't resist.
disappear. Thanks. Disappear, if my words are correct. Or maybe they may be able to provide other means of supplying this person rather than having random people wander in who have, I suppose, no crimes to deal with. However, I would prefer not to handle. I would prefer not to deal with such dark matters. My preference is simply to hand her over to authorities. It is not our job to judge what happens to her in the end. We can only simply bring her in and report.
If she wishes to not be imprisoned and maybe have somewhat of a life, Mr. Branch could probably see the potential in her and use her for, you can say, get her a job.
I simply do not like the idea of having to sacrifice more people if necessary. I understand the efficiency of such matters, however, it still does not sit right with me that people would be sacrificed for these potions, so to speak. It's only by a stroke of luck that we survived, and need I remind you, Sebas, that you were almost among those victims. We are very lucky that you are still standing among us. Do not joke. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. I heard that. Oh my
Did this
fucking
guy
Lord.
just say Among Us?
I wasn't even trying. Oh my fucking. I'm done.
Apothecary looking kind of sus.
True.
He is very
I'm deleting my token right now. I'm ending the call for
No.
myself.
He said it. He said it. He said Among Us.
Damn.
The game has ruined me.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just like I realized after I sound like fuck me.
Yeah,
It's like I know someone's gonna say it.
I heard the pause in your voice, and I'm like, yeah, he knows what happened.
You said
And
it.
Now I have to respond in kind.
Alright. Okay, so I guess what do we want to do here? I mean, we could. I mean, the other two options are we just kill her and just leave, or we just leave her here and continue.
Nah,
but...
man.
Yo, street justice.
I mean, if she look, I'm just saying this is my chaotic nature working with me. If she dies, we get to loot the entire house.
If
You're
we
not-
turn her in,
we can
we
loot
get
the
to
house
loot the
and
entire
then
house.
Yeah.
And she doesn't die.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but I do like the idea of
Having her?
having her work for a mob boss instead,
Yeah.
which is just like see if I was playing any of my other characters, I would probably actually go for that option.
The
but
thing is, I'm thinking about like giving her to Mr. Hunterbrands. Like she doesn't need legs, just like Cobalt
yeah,
said.
that's even darker than what I was thinking
So
of.
she can just work, and he will hire
that's
people to
screwed
get
up.
those
That's
poisons.
just quality
Okay,
of
so-
quality of life ruining.
Okay, so let me give you some of the logistics that you all.
My logistic was perfect.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing
I
with you.
wasn't gonna say go that far.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you here, but I'm just want to give you the logistics of what you all contemplating.
Mhm.
So, the town is, I believe, 3 days away.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it a day?
It was a day.
It was a
It
day?
was a day.
Okay, it was a
Yep.
day away. So, all in all, not that far. You can do that, come back,
Yeah.
go to where you're going. Easy enough.
Yeah.
Easy done.
I won't take too long.
So there's that. If you notice, well, you really would have noticed because I don't use tokens for just random civilians, but you do not remember seeing any guards in the town.
Yeah, because Hunterbrands is the thing. That's why he is the authority.
Oh boy, he
That's
doesn't
why
want to deal
just
with
straight
this.
up give it to him.
So, she's kind
wasn't
of figured it out.
wait. I was going with the angle that there was actually like someone besides
No,
him.
man. I wasn't thinking that.
Okay.
If we quote unquote give it to the authority, she's gonna end
He
up
is the
implicated
authority.
eventually. So he is kind of the authority, you know.
Yeah, I
He
suppose
takes
he
the
is.
string.
As much as that does change things.
As much as you
However,
hate to admit it, he is the authority, and you will respect
Yeah.
his
Right.
authority.
and like I said, Mulcher isn't. He's not an inquisitor. He's not gonna go stab someone generally, unless he
So
absolutely has to. And he, as much as he dislikes the situation, he does not feel like he has to go end someone's life right now. If there's a better alternative.
yeah, she doesn't. She does not need her legs. She can still do her job.
That's not what I mean. That's.
And now people.
You know-
Now she's quote unquote hiring people to get those poison for her to make.
I'm just saying that you know, out of character, Mulcher's friend at the bar
Mhm.
is
That's also not have legs.
I don't know if he's still alive. It's
You don't know. You don't
been
know what
eaten.
happened to
We
that
don't know
man.
what happened to him, honestly.
No, we don't know, but
Yeah.
no legs.
No legs.
In any case, ma'am. What's his name again? Mr. What?
Oh,
Uh,
Hildebrand?
Yeah. Is he aware of what's happening here, or is he not? I suppose that is my final question.
I don't know.
I don't think she knows because she asked us to go and ask help from the authorities.
As much as I just like dealing with such a man.
It just
Sebas, I know you are the one who is in the most, I suppose, most time constrained. Are you fine with returning back to town shortly to handle this matter, or
of
will we
course
simply
I'm
move on?
of course I'm ready to hand her over. Dark smile.
Oh Jesus.
It's just another way of getting favors.
Okay, Elvira.
I'm just saying there are many cruel things in this world, and I can think of a few ways to make sure that she listens. And as he says that, he looks over at where Ruse and his basilisk are.
She was
A
signing
bit of
herself up.
karmic justice would not be out of the picture, to be perfectly honest. Be the same feed for these creatures as you once. I won't say you fed them, but you certainly let them get fed. However, that is only if she was non-compliant, and I believe that will not be an issue. If everyone is fine, returning to town for a short detour, I believe that we should handle this before any more people end up caught in this trap. Does anyone have any objections? And he looks to the three. You know, we need to talk about the basilisk later. But this is not the point. That
Nah,
is
man.
that is not the topic.
Not. He's nodding, and also the basilisk.
The basilisk is also nodding somehow. Gotcha.
Yeah. We have we have 3 knots. Oh wait, the pixie's also nodding. It's 4 out of the 7. We win.
He doesn't understand a lick of what you're saying.
Yeah, but he's nodding, so woo.
Unfortunately, we cannot speak to animals with this thing because it is a monstrosity.
7's win.
God, these people.
Anyways, are we gonna return to town to deal with this, or like
Yeah,
I said, we could just literally just petrify her right now and leave her as a statue right over here.
Nah,
Hello?
Yeah, no,
No.
that's what I meant by karmic That's what he meant by karmic justice. Is just like,
Jesus,
That's
oh,
poetic.
well,
I know, but
she,
what the fuck?
It's
I know
fine.
it's
It's
screwed up, but
at least she
karma's a bitch, you know.
at
That's
least she
poetic.
still have her legs. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and she could be
True,
in a cool
though.
pose.
But
You gotta strike a
this
cool
way
pose.
we still have potions.
We don't have shit.
I'm just saying, like, Seba's gonna take her and like set her on this room and like just take her stuff because he's gonna have it. These are mine now.
Oh, you're taking her stuff now?
Wait, you're actually gonna take?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if that's the case.
No, I don't think this is such a good idea.
Who's gonna use it?
Well, if she lives, she will.
She's not gonna return. That's for sure.
Are you sure about that?
Mhm.
I am more inclined to believe that a man as shrewd as him would make use of,
Is Cobalt
find a
gonna
way to
kick
make
me?
better use of this, and unfortunately, the
Does that
material-
hit? Nope.
No,
What?
no, it doesn't.
What?
It doesn't actually.
Okay.
He's not gonna kick me? No,
No,
shit.
he
no.
missed. He
I
missed.
missed.
He
Oh.
literally missed you.
He missed.
You have 20 AC.
Oh,
sir.
I see. I didn't saw that.
I'm inclined to believe that he would simply, you know, find another way to make use of it. And unfortunately, taking all these materials would incur them a greater cost. I believe leaving. We are not bandits. I do not propose ransacking the entire place.
We aren't.
I
Just
imagine
thinking
that-
about something important.
To be perfectly honest, I imagine that turning her over and informing him of the happenings around here may net us a greater reward than anything that we could gain here.
You can say it's a kind of a payment of.
Ruse, you see your reflection.
Oh my god! I just noticed
Yeah,
it.
I've just been letting that slip. I've just been like, I wonder what he's doing, but
Yeah, what are these doing?
Continue.
if for some reason we truly need the materials here, we can always come back. But now is not the time.
There's not gonna be us on another stop. And also, we can see it as a payment for what we did for her, or payment for ourselves, where she tried to kill us.
Take
Right.
anything and I'm gonna break you, noble.
Then who's gonna use it?
I'm simply saying that if they find an alternative method to create these potions without the loss of innocent lives, and he emphasizes innocent here, innocent lives, then, well, these materials will still be useful, and taking them all will surely slow down the production of these potions.
I'm not planning to take them all. I'm just planning to take out the finished project stuff. Because
Like I said, take anything and I'm gonna break you, noble.
Alright, hold on. I gotta look at Ruse. Okay, Ruse, what are you doing?
I'm curious too,
No.
but I didn't want to say anything.
That was it.
Oh, you were
Just
just
curious.
dancing in front of the mirror?
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Okay.
he's just checking himself out, being pretty. If you guys say so.
Alright.
Alright, I guess we're going back right now.
So, you all wish to take the apothecary?
Wait, Can I
Oh.
first could I first pat her down for any stuff that she has on her?
Oh yeah, you can do
Good
that.
point. Good idea.
Let's see. Well, what she has on her. Well, she is currently just wearing a gown, a heavy gown with an apron. She doesn't really have anything else on her, as she is in her house.
Oh.
She is surrounded by her belongings.
Mm-hmm.
She does not need them in her pockets.
Okay. So she did stash away the money somewhere. I was just checking if she still has that 50 gold pieces that Sebas gave her.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, no, she would have put that in a safe place.
Sedge.
It's okay, we'll get payment. Smile. I actually don't think we will, but
I don't
whatever.
think we. Probably. I don't know. It's
Alright.
a situation.
So,
Ruse, I must say, are you really intending to bring this along?
Just looks. He can't even move, so he's just gonna stand there with the thing in his hands.
Yeah, he's.
To be perfectly honest, I'd be more inclined to bring it back down to where it came from and leave it there, but thing is, if this woman cannot even tame Basilisk, I do not see any hope of us managing to. And these are very dangerous creatures. Are you absolutely sure you want to bring this along? It is just as likely to kill us as it is to aid us. In fact, I think it is more likely to kill us than anything.
He will continue holding it.
That is... He's just gonna continue holding it.
alright.
Man.
So,
This
go
is...
ahead. Alright.
Let's see.
Question: does she still has the keys of her house, or is that lying on the table or something?
Yeah, so if you give a quick look around the house for any kind of keys or anything, you would find them on a table.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Need to lock the door after.
Remember to lock the house, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, the party wishes to return back to Glacialville and drop off, quote unquote,
Yeah.
the herbalist at Mr. Hildebrand's manor.
Yes, that is correct.
Alright. For all intents and purposes, ease of access and all that kind of shenanigans, we're just going to do Theater of the Mind because map loading. So, it takes you a day traveling back. You put the herbalist.
One thing I would like to do before we head out.
Yeah.
Is there any way for us to muzzle and blindfold this basilisk so it doesn't go around biting the shit out of us and trying to petrify us?
Well, it's already
Because
blind.
it's gonna wake up eventually.
Yeah, it's already blindfolded from the blanket. Muzzle, you could just like tie a rope or something around its mouth, I suppose. And it's already tied up. Ruse already tied it up.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
can't imagine it just staying tied up permanently like that. So.
Did you tie it up?
I don't think he tied it up.
I thought you tied it up.
Yeah,
you're muted, by the way, so we don't know if you're saying anything.
Fuck, thanks. Yeah, it's tied up.
Okay, you tied it up.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna tame... I'm just thinking, if we're gonna tame this, we actually need to... We can't just leave it tied up permanently, so...
That's also bad for its baby ankles.
Still growing. It's a growing young boy.
Well, you don't actually know the gender yet.
Yeah,
Because none of
true,
you,
No, we
none
have
of you
not.
know how to sex basilisk. Anyway, you all make your way back to the town. With the herbalist in tow, strapped down to the sled. Alright, let me... Okay, the basilisk does not wake up and make a fuss.
Oh, dang.
That's why I'm saying we should probably blindfold it.
I would have fed it a
more
good
than a
berry.
blanket. Without a blanket, I mean, more than a blanket, I think we need something a little bit more than that right now. Unless you want to constantly take risks against petrification.
Well, it can't see through the blanket at all, so you're not risking petrification at all. Currently.
Yeah, but if it starts running around, is my
Yeah,
concern.
that's true. Okay, so you all make it back to Glacialville. For the most part, unscathed, except for maybe mentally. You arrive at the doorstep of the manor. Knock, and a servant, a woko, a hired thug, will open the door and will escort you inside to Mr. Hildebrand's office. Upon seeing you all there, he will look slightly surprised at your early arrival. Returnal.
Well, I didn't expect you back that soon. Were you able to find the ruins?
Oh. We planned to take a small detour to get some potions, but it seems like we caught something else.
And I assume
Oh.
you present the
Mm-hmm.
your abductee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He will look at the old drow and look curiously.
And why did you bring an old drow woman here?
I need to explain this right.
No explanations!
And explanations.
I explain everything that we learned.
That works too.
Easy.
Dabs.
Yeah. Dad.
What he said? What he said?
What he said. What he said.
He will rub his walrus jowls
I see.
and will motion one of his men to untie her and bring her forward. And he will put his flippers together and lean against the desk.
So, Abigail, it seems you've been a very naughty drow, haven't you?
The old woman will not respond and look down at the floor, either from fear actually knowing of Mr. Hildebrand and his position and profession, or perhaps out of embarrassment for what she has done or for being captured.
I think we could make use of you, yes. I could definitely use a new, apothecary.
He would nod.
You can continue to keep your residence and make do, but no more adventurers, Abigail, no. I will offer a steady supply of people.
As I thought.
Yep. I thought so. All good. All good.
Yep. As I suspected.
He's gonna hire people, you know, or quote
Yeah,
Huh?
hire
Yeah, about that.
people.
No way.
Yeah.
What? I'm I'm honestly just, it's like, this is a disposal service now. Smile.
I mean, that works for Sebas.
He will motion Abigail outside and she will leave. And he will look back to you.
Well, seems a bit of things. You've expanded my profession, as it seems. But I am curious, why did you bring her to me?
You can say it was quote-unquote justice. Not really, but you know, quote-unquote.
Yes, we do many things for the sake of justice, don't we?
Alright, anyone else have anything to say?
Hmm?
Nope.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
This is a gross, disgusting thing, and I hate Sebas.
Are they cool with a basilisk just hanging there? By the way,
I don't think you. Did you bring it inside?
I
why
ma-
would I
guess.
leave it alone? What the hell?
Sure.
So I imagined he did bring it inside, and Mr. Hildebrand does not seem to give two shits. His lackeys, however, do seem to be a bit worried and keep the distance from you in particular.
Cool.
Cool.
If we ever attack, they can. They will be frightened mid-combat.
I wouldn't say that. They'd be cautious.
Not scary enough.
Alright, well,
Well, seeing as how you've brought me a decent asset, I believe some kind of reward is in order.
he will open up a drawer.
Yes, I shall do nicely.
He will reach in and will pull out a sack. And will toss it over to Sebas.
Ah, 200 gold for appreciation fees.
Very much obliged.
Like I said, we could have just left her to die, but, you know, smile.
Yeah. I mean, she can do what her job is. And there's no shortage of potions anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean...
If you look at the economical
He's not
term-
happy with this. He's not happy with this either way. He would have definitely preferred something else.
Killing her?
Not that. But
Yeah.
I do have something to ask. When you mean, why did we bring her to you? What exactly do you mean by that? I do not believe that there were other people. Well, I suppose there were other people that we could have brought her to, but that would be... Fortunately, we are, I believe, on a time limit of sorts. We do not have the time to travel to another city or whatnot. I'm not sure.
He will swallow the liquid in his cup.
Yes, you all seem to be on a time limit. Yet instead of just killing that cretinous woman who killed so many people, you decided to spare her and bring her to me. Not only saving an awful person, but losing time in the process.
You could say that. However, I still do not deny that her abilities and skills are useful in more than just a death-giving capacity. Regardless of how you intend to do it, and I am in fact very certain I know how. Fact remains that our potions are useful, and perhaps if it is not us, perhaps another person will be around to deal with it. I believe Sebas said that in the end, it will come for all of us, whether we want to or not, and I am of the mind that I've already paid my price. And with that, he simply walks out.
Alright. Mochel leaves the manor. Does anyone else follow him? Or would anyone else like to speak to Mr. Hildebrand?
I don't like Sebas doesn't see much of a problem of handing her over because one, she's still alive. Two, she still lives at her house now, so she's just going back
Well,
to quote
I
unquote
mean, the
normal.
biggest problem is that this guy is definitely going to basically lead to the more people being fed to this and this kind of thing continuing essentially.
That's not his problem. We did the good, and you wanted to keep her alive. So what else is like? What kind of other decision could you make for, So there was the quote unquote the choice that you guys decided to make in his brain, because he was also okay with just killing her.
Don't you love working for the mob?
Well, whatever. Just be sure to come into work tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
I mean, now she's hired. She has a job now.
She already had one.
She had a job, but she had money issues, so that's why those people. But now
I don't see how this is gonna get any better.
You couldn't be breathing.
Oh, make no mistake. She is not employed. For all intents and purposes, she is still a prisoner.
I know.
Oh,
she
yeah.
is a prisoner, but it's
100%.
work. It's
100%.
Congratulations, Sebas. You
There's
just signed.
there's no hiring here right now.
It's still work. Work is work.
Alright. There's the party, Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just thinking like if somebody brought up a better idea, I mean, Sebas would probably went along with it, but she still, in his mindset, she still needs to pay for what she has done. So he was okay with everything except just setting her free.
Feed unto the basilisk, poetic justice!
Yeah, so if you guys suggest anything else, he would have gone along with it.
Yeah, well, whatever. Too late now.
Yep. And also, there was the one that like he likes the most because he himself could profit from it, and you guys get your wishes. She's not dead.
True, she's not dead.
Yeah.
Physically. Alright. Does the party wish to leave Glacialville once again?
Yep.
Or would you like to pick up anything while you're here?
I say we pick up some more feed to replace the ones that we just
For
Yeah.
the deal?
used up.
I mean, we got 200 gold. We have plenty of money to buy more feed and
Yeah, and
whatnot.
also I thought we got extra V. We didn't.
We
got that
we
back.
did, but it's still good
Yeah,
to
true, true.
replace what we've used.
Looks at Basilisk.
Who keeps track on that? Because not me.
I don't think any of you have them.
I thought Mulcher did.
We've only used 2 days of food,
True.
and we've had like 28 days of food.
Did we say 3 weeks?
That's
It
for
was about 3 weeks worth of food.
Then
I mean, in any case, I think it makes sense for us to resupply what we used up making our detour and then heading off.
So, so normally I would be like a hard ass on this, but since circumstances, it won't matter. Because we may have our last session next week, so it just probably won't matter. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about food.
still looking at Basilisk.
Plus you have a druid who can use
You can just make good
berry,
berries. It's
so
fine. We're
Oh
not gonna
wait,
starve.
that was it. We didn't buy food for ourselves. We only bought.
We
food
did
for-
buy food. We did have some rations though. We did have
Yeah,
rations for
the
ourselves.
ration that we had originally, but we didn't buy extra rations because we talked about like, well, like Rue's just popping out berries for us, and the only food that we bought was for the deers.
Yeah, and Ruse can make.
10.
Wait, you only have 3 first level spells?
Yeah, I'm leveled up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, we're
wait,
not level 3 yet.
we're
On the
level
note.
2.
Oh.
Should take a long rest since we traveled. Pog.
We are still
what I
level
did.
2, right? Because you did say like
Yeah.
get ready for a level up, but you did not say that we leveled up.
Well, he didn't say when we're gonna do it, if we're gonna get one, so it's just
Yeah.
be prepared, he said.
Yes, so be prepared, because guess what? You just finished your quest. You leveled up.
Ooh.
Lol.
Hey, I can take a long rest now. Smile.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Ruse theoretically can make 30 good berries and feed 30 people or animals. And then take a long rest and do it again. Because those
Yep.
berries last 24 hours. So in a day, he can make 60 good berries and feed 60
We're not
people.
gonna starve. We're not gonna starve, basically.
I was just thinking about the deers. I didn't know the deers can also eat good berries.
No,
Literally everything you eat a good berry, that's what I plan with the basilisk.
yeah, everyone can eat a good berry. The basilisk won't like the good berry because it's not meat, but he can eat a
Yeah,
good
it's
berry.
not
It
meat.
tastes like meat. Smile.
Okay, it does now. Okay. So you don't need to worry about food, but if there's anything else you would like to buy, you may do so.
We got icy spider silk.
Oh, would you like to sell that?
I would like it to be crafted into something.
And come back to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you got 2 spools basically. So you find our good old friend.
No.
No, not the guy that
No,
just
no,
wears a
not the
different
hat! Not the hat, man! No!
He's wearing a different hat. That's it.
Alright, you find our good old friend, the tailor. Oh, hello. Welcome back. Didn't expect to see you back so soon. How can I help you?
He'll produce the icy silk bolts to him. Say, do you think you could make anything out of this?
He will hold up the bolts and look at this silk. Yeah, it'll take some time. I have to get the silk off the bolts, clean it, make it nice. What would you want made?
What can he make?
With silk, he could make like a robe or a shirt, some pants, gloves, socks, anything that could be made with silk, really. Scarf.
I'll go with the scarf, because scarves are hog.
Cloak.
I like a scarf to cover the basilisk eyes.
Yeah, but we could just get a standard scarf for that and not spider silk.
I don't know, might be more comfy.
Might be more comfy, you don't know. Alright. So you tell him you want, what, 2 scarfs? Is that a unanimous yes?
I have 2 bolts. How many you have?
I have 2 bolts too.
Oh, you both
And
have
I
2
can
bolts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both got 2 bolts.
I think also I had bolts. And
You had a
put it
bolt.
on. Yeah, because there were leftovers that they did not take, so I took it.
No, I thought you got chitten.
Chitin.
Oh wait, no, you guys took everything. Forgot it. It's
Yeah,
all
they. I think I remember them getting the spider silk, and whoever did the spiders
I got the chitin.
got cut. Okay, so. Yeah, so cotton. Okay. Oh, actually, let's see here. So there's a thing. You can either. So we're going to do a little retroactive thing. You could either get the cotton, or because I like brain farted when doing that session, and I remembered later, you could get spider venom. What would you want, Mo?
Really can't. I think I don't know what's better, so I guess.
Well, the cotton, for just to let you all know, can be used for like just a different kind of armor set or something like that. The venom, it can be used to coat weapons and stuff like that for poison damage.
Four kite and one venom.
Okay. I think you're the one who gathered it all anyway, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so he could make a scarf out of, let's see, how big were those bolts? You use torches for the bolts, so they wouldn't be
Yeah.
huge. I would say he could make like one scarf out of 2 bolts.
I'm down for that.
Same.
Not so 2 scarves. That's it.
Yep.
Alright. Again, since, circumstances, I'm just going to say he is able to do it and give it to you in the same day.
Hog.
Alright, so, as you give him the silk and he does his magic, aka weaving, he comes back and produces 2 scarfs. These scarfs are basically just wondrous items, and they give you 1 DR damage reduction against cold damage.
Mm.
Give it to the basket. Yes.
This
Yeah.
also would have cost 100 gold.
Hey, we just got paid. It's
For
fine.
both, right?
Yeah, for both.
Cool. Well, our basilisk has a magic item now.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, you put the scarf on the basilisk. It now has 1 damage reduction against cold damage.
Nice.
Alright. Anything else you would like to do in town?
We're so gracious. Sebas will probably have checked up on his servants, and that's probably it.
Alright, as you check up on your servants, you will see Butler Boy actually helping out in the tavern, assisting, cleaning up, stuff like that. If you ask him why is he doing this, he will give you an answer. Do you bother to ask?
Yes.
Hello, Lord Sebas. Yes. Me and the other 2 decided that in order to properly pay for our stay here, we should pick up some jobs while you were out. I managed to strike a deal and provide my services here at the tavern. And the lovely couple found a nice little position at the bakery, helping bake and serve.
My God, that's so freaking sweet. They didn't need to do that because I gave them like pretty much a lot of money that could keep them like alive for those days. But they decided to go get a job. Okay, you didn't have to do it, but if you guys wishes, something to do while I'm gone sounds like something that could keep you guys busy.
He will nod. Yes. Idle hands make for the devil's plaything.
Good. God, I really like them. They're so sweet. Smile, happy cat. Now Seba's more good after what happened.
I thought you would be. Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Anyone else?
To be clear, the blanket's off the basilisk, but the scarf is around its head,
Ah,
around its eyes.
okay.
Shake.
That's
well.
fine. Just... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But it looks so cold.
Well, it can't go around its entire body. At least it'll cover its face.
Alright. So, you go back and head out, correct?
Yeesh.
Alright. Do you decide to go back to the apothecary's house to do anything? Or do you plan on heading out completely?
I don't know.
Does anyone else really want to go back to the apothecary's house?
The
Not
thing is,
really.
yeah, like Kobo doesn't want Sebas to take anything from there, so there's no reason to go back. There's that magical staff, but not really interested in it.
Cock shotgun. Squint size.
Shame.
Shame, I would have taken it.
Alright.
To go.
I need to fix that.
Alright, now...
Also, BRB.
Okay. The basilisk stirs slightly, but does not wake up completely.
Gives it another good berry and rubs its tummy.
Alright. Oh my, look at all these spells.
I know, wowie.
He's a spell slinger! Alright.
I need to fix that explanation.
You all get back on the sled and continue on your way. Past the apothecary's house and deep into the glacial fields. The wind is bitter cold and bites at your skin. Alright. I need Sigil, since you are the navigator for the most part.
Yeah.
I need you to make me survival checks to make sure you don't get lost.
I don't know if the items that I bought you help, but finger guns.
What? I'll give guidance as we're doing this.
Alright, make me 4 survival checks in total. Alright. Sigil, with the use of your nautical knowledge and already possessing a sort of know-how about how to navigate maps and guide yourself by the star and sun, you managed to not get significantly lost in the beginning. You managed to stay on track for the most part. At some points you have close calls, a break in the ice, an incoming snowstorm. encounters with massive beasts of the ice and snow. But you are able to navigate it clearly. Eventually you leave land and you hit a thick stretch of ice. A frozen lake, massive in size. Continue on your journey. Through biting wind and cold snow. Hardly anything visible but your own breaths and those of the deer in front of you. For a time, you don't know if the end of this ice will ever come, but eventually it does, and you see land on the other side. Let's see here. Here we go. As you approach, you see something beneath the ice, massive in size. A structure. And on the shoreline, you see more structures, smaller in size, but obviously man-made. As you approach, you are able to determine what it actually is. A massive ship, frozen in ice, blanketed by snow. Are y'all hearing static?
Kind of.
No, I don't hear any static right now.
Oh, it ended. That's well.
Huh.
Alright, just let me know when you're loaded.
Yeah. Stuck at 14 out of 15.
Yeah.
Dang.
There was 2 assets until I dropped you on.
True.
Smile. I just finished my level 3 features and stuff.
Wow.
Nice. I already have my spells loaded. I just forgot how to do the HP, but then I remembered.
Wait, how do we do HP?
Average.
Yeah, we just do
plus your
average.
con.
Average plus con mod.
Oh, okay.
I
Wait,
forgot
then
we were
why
just
am I
level
only-
3.
Why am I only at 26 then?
Because
Only.
you just hit level 3, so you probably didn't change it yet.
You also
No, I mean,
you also haven't changed your fighter level. It still says you're fighter level 1.
weird.
This entire time he was only using a portion of his power.
Pog.
No,
Alright.
I've been playing like a level 2 fighter.
True.
Oh, now I can speak giant. Smile.
Nice. Now you can hang out with your friends.
I'm actually gonna move everybody up here because it makes more sense thematically.
Hey, no new proficiency.
Why didn't I move? Well,
Oh.
I'll move myself.
Thought it moved. Oh, it might have been because you were missing with your token. That is
Oh
why.
yeah, I was looking at my
Same.
token, so.
Yeah, that's why.
My baby.
My baby. My baby.
By the way, choosing fire and stone. Smile.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh, fire and stone.
Yeah, you get 2 runes.
Yeah, I get 2 runes.
He's magma
Yeah.
now.
I'm Omega Magic.
Ah, welcome.
Welcome back.
4-2 spell slots.
But also, I am Battle Master.
Puck.
Battle Master.
Fighting song. Oh, yeah, Battle Master. Yay.
I don't know if we're getting to combat this session, but you should probably take a look at your what maneuvers you want to do later.
Oh, I already have.
There's a chance. Who
I
knows?
have my maneuvers already.
Alright.
Okay.
Everybody loaded?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Below you, frozen and encased in ice, is a massive ship. Look, Sigil, it's a ship.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what they have on ships?
Gun.
Guns.
He's not wrong.
Possibly.
Alright.
Question is how to get down.
Map is open, you may do as you wish. Well, as you look over the ice and investigate, the ship appears to be frozen between a thick layer, but there is liquid underneath. At its shallowest, the ice is about 15 feet thick. If you would like to investigate the ship, you must find a way to pierce the ice and navigate the underwatery graveyard of this ship.
Navigate underwater. That sounds like someone who doesn't need a. That sounds like a job for someone who doesn't need to breathe. I would still freeze though, I imagine, because this is freezing cold. So that's the other issue.
Well, unfortunately, what we learned last time is that cold resistance negates that effect. So,
Ah, I see. So we just need to find a way to break through the ice.
because you know, fuck environmental hazards. Am I right?
Yeah, well, we did get cold resistance clothing, so I have no idea how that works on my character.
Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Am I right? Fuck environmental hazards, right?
Uh,
Wait, does that mean I can't get heat exhaustion because I have fire resistance?
Yes, that's exactly what that means.
that's actually that's how it works.
Sick.
It's kind of stupid. I'm gonna be perfectly
I mean,
honest.
it makes sense since I
I
lived
guess,
in a
but it's just like,
volcano.
oh well,
Rubs chin.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, I'm like part demon, you know? It kind of
Oh, yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
true. You're part demon. You have heat resistance. God, everything has fire resistance. This.
And I have cold resistance, smile.
Yeah.
Just like a demon.
Ah.
Or is it a devil? Hmm.
Up to
One of
him,
the
really.
two.
It's up to
I
him, really.
don't know the difference.
One is chaotic, one is lawful.
How thick is this ice? How many feet again?
At the shallowest, it is 15 feet.
That is some thick ice.
Thick with 3 C's.
Nice. Well,
Wait. Is it a layer of ice over water? So then,
Yes.
if that's the case, the ice isn't as thick then.
Oh, if it was frozen all the way through, that would be like
Yeah.
50 feet of ice.
yeah,
I
we
see.
just
Oh,
at that point we
Oh.
would just dig.
yeah.
At that
Either
point,
way.
you just say, fuck this, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep moving, right? In fact, the path's right here. I say we just keep walking.
Yeah, I was.
I immediately teleport over it. No.
I mean,
Alright.
If anyone wants to do stuff, I'm leaving the floor to you.
yeah,
No.
because.
What do
Sebas
you wish
doesn't
to
have
do?
a reason to do this.
Ugh. Ugh.
Lol.
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 I mean, what are they doing?
Well, Cobalt's running off.
Yes.
I'm looking at this ice thing.
That's a giant iceberg sickle spike thing. Words.
Yes.
English.
Yes, exactly. I'm very smart.
Me too, man.
Nice. High five. meaty. Gonna put it all over. Yeah. What's this thing? This wooden thing with the ice thing.
Alright, that wooden thing appears to be some kind of, what's the word? Overhang? No, that's not right. Outpost? No,
Oh.
that's not right.
Mm.
Maybe that's right. I don't know. I don't remember the right word. But it's where you would stand and keep watch. Watchtower!
There you go.
Oh.
Wow,
okay.
sometimes you just have to say words until the right one comes out.
In the
Nice.
middle of a lake.
Hmm.
I mean, why not? I'm pretty sure this place doesn't melt normally.
Would you like to make perception checks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
I do so. I see nothing. Probably.
I don't like the cold.
Well, okay then.
Okay, that's better. Oh.
What's that? The man with the negative gets the best roll?
Negative
Fuck
one,
yeah!
Rolls 18.
Alright.
Yeah,
What
that's
can you
right.
say?
-1.
Negative room. Alright. As you all look around, most of you are distracted by the bitter cold. Cobalt. Your stocky nature and being low to the ground, you are able to not have as much snow blow in your face as everyone else. Those tall, inferior beings. How dare they be taller than you? As you take a look around, the area appears to be abandoned, not used for quite some time.
I'll go ahead and relay that to everyone, I suppose.
Sigzil also notices this. But Sigzil, you also notice something else.
Yeah.
The captain's quarters would be here. That's where the loot's hold.
True.
But don't let me, influence you in any way.
I'm thinking.
He's trying to influence you in a particular kind of way.
What? No, never.
Okay. Well, if he says so, then I guess I believe him.
Alright.
Look at waddle over here. What's up with this thing that's not on the ice but on rocks?
Just another piece of frozen ice.
Is there anything inside the ice? Tears?
Water.
Yes, quite.
Also sediment.
Can I, break off a piece of that cat bark? With a hammer?
You could.
Oh wait, I have a pickaxe now.
You do.
Hell yeah. I'll take out the trusty
Go
pickaxe
mining.
and pick it.
Alright. You take your pickaxe and you mine a shard of the ice. It's cold.
Don't like that.
Same though.
Okay, so it's just ice. Noted.
Yes. Like most of the frozen water in this wasteland.
Gonna
It is,
put
in
it
fact,
in
just
my
ice.
water skin.
Now you have a cold water skin.
Hell yeah.
Colder than normal.
Yeah. That'll mean it'll melt eventually into water.
Maybe.
Probably.
Still
I'm
not
near a
good
fire
water.
sometimes. Most of the time.
Alright. What does the party wish to do?
Does it look like I could break through the ice?
Yeah. How thick is the ice? Around here.
Right there? Right there, it's about 20 feet. The shallowest part would be around this edge, where the ship is closest to the surface of the ice. Oh, well. That really doesn't make much sense. That would indicate that it was frozen all the way through, which it is not. It's 15 feet for most of the way.
And the shallowest would be?
It's 15 feet, yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of ice to break through, by the way.
Feet. Yeah.
But to answer your
Yeah.
question, you could break through it. Somehow. Just gotta tell me how.
I have big muscle and big weapon. And a pickaxe. Smile.
Oh fuck, that's right. You can giant size yourself. I didn't even think about that.
That could work.
Smiles. I got a power up. Smile.
He got a.
I mean,
he got a red.
I mean,
mushroom.
the joke answer I was going to say was, one of us creates. If one of us had create bonfire, we create bonfire and slowly melt through.
See,
Slow.
I wanted to be coy. I have burning hands now, so. wanted to
I don't
test it
think
out.
that'll melt. I don't think that'll melt
Yeah.
through all the ice though.
What
but-
is
I
a
won't get 15 feet.
15-foot cone? Rubs chin.
Alright, so.
Yeah, but it's blocked by solid objects, so.
Yeah,
Alright, so.
like solid ice, so.
A spell like Burning Hands or any kind of fire spell would help melt the ice.
But it won't do it instantly.
Well, no, not instantly. It'll help melt the ice. It's probably not an instant way to do this. It'll take some time, no matter what you
It's
do.
going to take time regardless.
But I will also give you this bit of advice. The deeper you would go with a fire, the less effective it would be.
Yes.
Because now there is a insulating layer of liquid on top of that ice.
So the only real use fire would be to like initially soften the point where we want to enter.
I mean, I leave this over to you guys if you want to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Mulcher's more
over here.
questioning.
Look around
Mulcher's more
first.
questioning why we'd want to do this in the
Yeah,
first
that's
place.
why,
So
So Sebas doesn't really have a reason to go into that
Huh.
shoes. I mean, he's
As you come over here, you see old fishing equipment.
Mm.
Oh, also a body. And a cage. And an old ship.
Hmm.
But fishing equipment.
Oh,
Is it
fishing
human
equipment, eh?
or-
Fishing equipment?
Okay.
Whoa.
can I inspect the body?
You can. With investigation check, medicine check. Either of the two, depending on what you want to know.
Do they help action?
Can I inspect the boat?
You can inspect the
This
boat.
is aiding me. I'll roll again. Give me a second. 18.
Teamwork.
Alright. With an 18, the body appears to be, well, skeleton. Appears to be of a humanoid. Most likely human or half elf. Could be half orc. Difficult to tell. It is difficult to determine how long it's been here, as it is frozen. And then the ice and cold weather has preserved the body pretty well.
But it's a skeleton.
Also true.
Somebody.
Well
I mean-
preserved skeleton.
I mean, I was going to make a joke. You can tell from the size of the air holes, except my character doesn't. Actually, he does have ears. I take it back. They just don't work like ears. They're just there.
Alright,
Do I see that?
Question.
Ever-
DM.
yes?
The time that we went back, did Mulcher get the information from the Smith?
No, because you never went there.
Dang
I
it!
never went there. I wasn't planning on anyways.
Alright, Sigzler, you wanted to investigate the boat?
Sure.
Alright. You may do
I want to
so.
look at it.
This is the point where I remember that Sigzler has a negative to intelligence.
alcohol's a hell of a drug.
All right. As you look
Can
over
even
the
drink moonshine right now.
well, hold on. You would have advantage because you're a sailor. So does that.
Ooh. I am a sailor. Thank you.
That's right. That background that I chose.
I am a sailor, in quotation.
I am. Apparently, what?
That's all he is.
All right. As you look over the boat, it appears to be of extremely old. You know, from a time before this was a frozen wasteland. It bears no markings of any culture that you are familiar with that is still around. But the wood is of a tree that grows in more of a tropical environment. Or desert. One of the two.
Boat lore.
Boat law!
I
Nice.
jab.
He just slaps the wood.
He just... He
Nods.
touched the butt.
Are those bones in the ice?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. But why?
I mean,
Maybe someone got hungry.
All right.
That is an old lantern holder. Made of metal.
Turn holder. Wait.
So you wanna team up, Sizzle, and break into the ice?
Hell yeah.
You looking at that fishing equipment ruse?
And go
sure.
after
What's
the
there?
sick,
Is it just fishing
fat loot?
equipment?
Yeah, it's just fishing equipment.
Where there's a boat, there's loot.
There's a net
Yeah.
and a fishing basket where you would keep fish.
Can I look at this?
Net. How heavy?
Average fishing net. Wait. Now I'll look up now.
Let me do that too. Hold on. Net 5e is 3 pounds. I will take the net.
Okay, you now have a net.
Nice. Now I have a plan B.
Alright. You two are trying to break through the ice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Proceed.
I'll start it up. I guess I'll weaken the layer. Bob.
Okay,
How'd that
well.
not roll?
It doesn't have the roll in there. Alright, we'll throw D6.
No brackets.
Yeah.
That's
Shame,
fine.
no brackets. Alright, roll the 4d6. Cause guess what? Ice can't make it. Wow, that's so bad. Wow.
True.
Ice can't make a saving throw, so it takes 7 damage.
Nice.
The ice begins
Really?
to melt.
Flip. Looks down. Oh, that looks like they're trying to break it.
Yeah.
DM question out of character. Can create or destroy ice. Destroy water. Destroy ice.
I think it has to be a liquid, but let me double check.
But it is water, technically. It's just called something else.
Yes, a whole different name.
It's just really cold water. If you think about it.
What is water though, man? Like
I believe it's H2O.
shit, dog.
The thing is, it specifically states open in an open container. which is very
This is an open container.
Smiley.
yeah, it's very.
Lake is.
Well, it doesn't specify whether it has to be a liquid or not. So there's that. So
How much is 10 gallons of like water and ice?
well, you see, here's the thing about that. Water, when it freezes, expands. So
True.
technically, if you destroyed 10 gallons of ice, you're destroying less water than you would if you destroyed 10 gallons of water.
But still.
Let's see here. I'd say you could do it. 10 gallons. That's I have to go to Google.
I want the loot.
I want to loot. It will be rusty.
Don't care.
Is this a cave that is blocked by ice, or is just ice coming out of the mountain?
Here we go. How much ice does a gallon of water make?
He said that ice was just frozen there.
Just frozen?
Yeah.
I thought it looks like a cave. So.
Okay, so it turns out it's about 1 to 1. Close enough to just be 1 to 1.
So 1 cast would break 10 feet of ice.
Yeah.
Huh.
Is a gallon a foot? Is that how that works?
According to the math I found, yeah. Actually, I think it said 1 gallon of water makes 1 gallon of ice. A little bit more ice than that, but sure.
Like how much is a gallon? 2 feet though. No, you know.
Couldn't find that, so let's just go with the foot.
Okay. Well, whatever he was doing his little burning hands. I'm gonna cast that spell.
All right, you oh god. All right. Hold on. When you cast a spell using spell slots, hit on the right how you create 10 gallons of water. Or the size of the cube increase. What cube? What cube? Oh, 30-foot cube, I guess. For the rain, I guess. I don't know. Alright.
That's to create it, though. Yeah.
Alright, you cast Destroy Water. And 10 feet of the ice straight down will evaporate and vanish. I'll say it gave you a 5-foot opening.
Cool.
You got 5 feet to go.
Yep.
Well,
Pulls out rope.
I have a question.
Yes.
You intend to... Well, this is in character.
Oh.
You intend to do this, but... one of us has to go down there and... well... down there. And he's looking directly below us. And
Nods.
who do you suggest do that?
Well, I was doing it, of course.
I mean, if that is really what you want.
Yeah.
He did do the last 2 times.
He's very nonchalant about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's like-
he's a little bit cautious because
And to reiterate, he didn't actually suffer exhaustion. That was me doing the fuck up. So he was actually fine doing that entire time.
Yeah, he did it twice. 3 times if you count him jumping back in again.
Slowly gets on rope, slowly climbs down.
And start hacking again.
I was hoping you're gonna use one of your pittons to put it in place. Wow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I got those to spare. Also, pulls
Rope
out
secured.
pickaxe.
Alright, to pickaxe through, well, to do it, give me a, make me an attack roll.
This the captain's
Okay.
quarter?
Yeah, it's in that area.
Fuck that ice.
Fuck that ass. Alright. You were able to chip away a good foot.
I go again.
Again! Well, there's another foot. So many feet.
I go again.
Alright, that gets you through 2 feet.
One more to go. If you want to do that.
Alright, you're standing on the last foot between you and freezing water.
Hmm.
But you're wearing a
True.
coat, so you're fine, apparently.
Still don't like it.
True. Still don't like it. Still uncomfortable. Nothing worse than wet socks.
True. Gonna tie the rope to myself.
Mhm.
Can't I don't know, can I one-hand the pickaxe and pull myself up a little bit on the rope and try to pick it?
You could, but it'd be less effective. But you could.
I will do that.
Disadvantage?
I don't know what that means. Do I still attack?
Yeah, you can still attack. Alright, that's good enough. Alright. You break through the last foot of ice, and cold, freezing water shoots up through the hole like in a straw. It comes up about 5 feet in the hole.
I climb up quickly.
But did he feel it?
Oh yeah, it hit him.
Oh.
If anything, he was submerged for a split second.
I'll crawl out of the hole, untie myself, throw the rope down.
Did you get it?
Be mad.
I got it.
I'm wet. Yes, I got it.
Alright. Claps. So Siggs will stand back
Mhm.
and take off his shoes.
Because he doesn't want wet socks.
I don't have shoes. I
He's
think.
basically just gonna strip down to his underwear, smile.
Got you, base.
And then he's gonna
20 charisma!
hold on to the rope and slide down.
Alright, you grab onto the rope, you slide down. Zzz, bloop.
Alright.
Alright, you have enough L to last you. What is your con? Your
18.
modifier? So that's a 4?
Yeah.
Alright, so you have enough air for 4 minutes.
Wow.
God damn.
Yep, because that's how that works.
Man, you were just a straight diver.
I was built for this.
Nice.
I mean, you are a sailor. In
Well, I'm
quotation.
headed straight to where I know the good shit is.
Alright, you dive in. You swim professionally and head directly inside the ship towards the captain's quarters. As you look around the cold, frozen waters, the ship looks almost untouched by time, except for small growths of cold water life, a starfish here and there, a polyp or two. Eventually you'll make your way into the captain's quarters, and in front of you is a turned over desk to one side, boxes strewn about, and the remnants of the captain still wearing his uniform.
Poor guy. Alright.
Alright. Make me a investigation check as you look around for any valuables. Sweet mother of God.
Gotta love it.
Alright. You find one thing, the most obvious thing. In the captain's hands is a musket.
You
Well,
at least know some chest.
No, there's chests. There's stuff around. He's
But
terrible at investigation.
Then you can see them.
he's blind.
apparently it
Oh.
doesn't matter.
Also underwater.
Ah, I see. So it's that way, eh?
I take the gun.
Alright, you have the gun.
Have it.
That was the only thing he wanted.
Well, I mean,
Mission complete. Story ended.
Dude. more to that, but okay.
Alright, you have a musket. What do you do now?
Does he have any ammo on him?
You may make another investigation check to look for ammunition. Thank fucking God. Alright. As you search his his corpse and his possessions, you're able to find a sack that feels relatively heavy on his person. As you open it up, you will find... Oh, actually. Would you open it up underwater?
I know about this, right? Like,
Oh, yeah, you know.
if I know, then I assume that will ruin it if I open it.
Well, to be fair, it's been underwater for a long time, so...
Either way, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah, I'm just gonna
doesn't
grab
matter.
it.
Probably doesn't matter.
You wouldn't open it.
Alright.
And last thing, does the captain have a hat? What?
Captain does have a hat.
Mine now.
It is old and tattered and full of some algae.
Yoink.
Okay. Do you make one last investigation check
If I can.
to look for anything else?
I roll shit, so it doesn't matter.
I cast guidance.
Guidance
even
as
see
a
you.
touch spell.
No!
God damn it! This dude.
I go in and search myself.
Oh.
You can.
I mean, you could.
You're already red.
Alright. You have your sack with unknowables and a musket. Do you make your way out? And a hat.
Yeah. All I wanted.
Alright, you make your way out. You pop your head out of the hole and
He has
climb
a
your
hat
way
on
up.
now. And he just has I'll just sling the musket around his shoulders.
No.
Yep.
I'll help pull him up.
Ah. I got what I wanted. Like, twirl it around.
Blinks.
Now he'll open the sack.
Alright, you open the sack. Inside is 20 musket balls.
Odds.
Balls. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't see anything else down there. But y'all are welcome to give it a go.
Please,
No.
please, God.
Thank you.
That's what I was trying to. Please go down and look, please.
Nah,
Rubs
man.
rubs chin.
Now he'll sit down and start. He'll try to dry himself off.
I mean,
Throws rope down. Sets down all heavy items.
Oh, he's doing it.
Cannonballs.
There would be cannonballs.
It'd be heavy though.
I don't.
They would be heavy.
He's
Uh,
getting bullied.
I'm the cannonball. Smile.
Oh, you're jumping in?
Yeah. Swoo.
Okay.
Bloop.
Do you jump in with your heavy armor?
No, I said I dropped all
Okay.
my heavy items. So I have no maul, no great sword, no chainmail. I think that's
Okay.
what I have.
No pounder.
No pounder, I guess.
Alright, you
That
jump
was-
in.
Bloop.
Can
Alright.
I start to make a fire here?
Yeah, you can
no,
start making
RP
some.
Dad.
Bloop.
Alright, you bloop.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Alright, where do you go?
I'll go where he went.
Alright. You make your way into the same room. If you would like to search around, make me an investigation check.
I'm searching.
I'm gonna laugh if you also have a real.
Listen.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
I refuse.
As you look around, you will notice trinkets that Sigsel either didn't notice or just didn't care about.
Probably a little bit of both.
Probably a little bit of both.
He
You
saw
will
a
see.
gun and he just frothed out the mouth.
You will see a small chest. I say small, relatively. Sitting against the wall.
I'll grab that. And I guess shove the trinkets in my bag? Question mark?
Well, that is the trinket.
Oh. I will grab the chest.
Alright. Would you like to look around for anything else?
Yeah, I'll do another look-see daisies. See if there's anything fun. Anything room-related, probably. Alright.
Alright, as you take another look around, you do not see anything else of note.
Mm. Okay. I'll swim over here to the thing, catch my breath. I'll tie the chest, the rope to the chest, and call out to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, lads, I did find something.
Question: while he's down there, could I start a fire here? I think I have.
Yeah, you could, but you're on wood.
Yeah, something like that, like taking the wood from this and
Oh,
also
okay.
up stuff and like.
That makes
start
more
a fire.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could do that. Easily done.
easily done. Boom.
Boom!
Maybe talk here.
Still in the hole. I was gonna try to do something else.
Oh, okay. What'd you want to do?
Well, I was calling out to them so they could pull up the chest while I dive back down into the depths.
I take chest.
Can I like look in through the portholes to see like if there's some sort of stock room, storage hold, anything like that?
Yeah, you could do that.
I would like to do that.
Alright, as you look through one of the portholes, you're greeted with a massive cannon.
Yes, quite. I push out away, stupid enemy.
Alright. Make me another investigation check.
And investigate.
Alright. As you look around, you do see stalls and wells, crates that have been busted open from who knows what. Whatever sunk this ship, most likely. Any goods within have been rusted away by the ocean waters, the lake waters. And any goods have been decayed and or eaten. Be them food, things like that. Any of the dry goods have long since become wet and are no longer valuable.
Okay. Well, I guess that's everything. I'll just go back here, climb up the rope. I'm guessing they pulled up the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Make it back up top.
Hold. Hold.
You guys can warm up here.
Fire. Up.
Bloop.
And Vulture follows.
Beep boop.
He brought over the chest. Good job, Mulcher. You're the best. Good job.
Good
Pat,
job.
pat, pat.
Alright. You have a chest.
Is it locked?
It is.
Is it?
Can I unlock it?
You
is
can
it
try.
trapped?
Rogue shirt.
You don't know if it's trapped.
Why
Wow.
do you just do stuff? Guidance, man. There you go.
You can guidance after the fact, so don't worry.
I'm modeling away. Hold on. Measuring.
Okay.
Okay, that's 35.
Alright.
Can't roll.
With, just
Show
can't,
14.
just can't do it, man. Alright. With a 14, you are able to stick.
Everyone it matters.
You're able to stick your lockpick in the lock. There's no really other word for it. And are able to open it. The box is unlocked and is easily opened. Do you do that?
Didn't explode, so that's good.
I open it.
It waits for Cobalt to come back. It explodes.
No!
I open it.
Alright. You open the small lock box, basically is what it is. And inside, you see 70 gold pieces, 13 pearls, a pair of goggles, and 5 silver musket balls.
More,
You will turn the chest around to show Cobalt.
more ammo.
I'll grab the goggles.
Alright. The goggles uh, have a level strap with a bronze metal casing with a stout piece of glass is held in place by the brass.
Gonna rub my chin. Take out my magnifying glass. Is it Arcana or magic? Rather?
If you would like to try and determine if the goggles are magical, you may do so.
Can I help him?
You can.
Smack.
Smack.
Roll again.
Guidance.
Yeah,
Okay, and a
take that,
D4.
please.
Please, you need it.
I'm supposed to be good at Arcana. Hey,
I'm supposed to be smart.
I have a +5. Come on, man.
There you go.
With 14, you were able to. Alright, with a 14, as you look over the goggles, you're able to determine that they do appear to be magical. There is an arcane sigil written along the inside of the brass.
That's nice. I'm gonna put them on.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice anything different?
Do you activate them?
Sure.
Alright. You channel the magics within the goggles. And wow, that fire sure is bright, Kobold. Holy crap, man.
Oh God!
You thought it was bright before, but now it's even worse.
Oh God! Why?
Smile. The guy who has sunlight sensitivity just gets flashbanged.
No!
Oh god, he has sunlight sensitivity. It's
I
a
take a-
kobold.
Not only does he have sunlight sensitivity, but he's in the middle of snow.
He's in the
True.
middle of the snow. He just turned on goggles and then looked straight at a fire and he just got completely flashbanged. Amazing.
I'm gonna take out the glasses and hold my eyes.
My eyes!
Why, God?
If he's blinded, I will use lesser restoration.
He is not blinded, no.
Okay.
Not permanently, anyway.
I was about to go use lay on hands on him.
Yeah.
Gently pats.
You alright?
Sure these are. You sure these are safe? And he like plucks the goggles out of off of Cobalt's, I guess, hands or horns now, and takes a look at them.
Alright.
Oh, no, not. It just got really blurry. Everything. That's just spots everywhere.
It's just like the light spots are like going through his eyes right now. He can't see shit.
Alright, do you put the goggles on and activate them?
Can I Arcana check them first? Because I haven't yet.
Oh, you can.
I don't think I have a good Arcana check, but no, I just rolled 11. I don't know what these are. Us?
Slaps himself.
All of this. I said it while he was rolling.
You did say it. You did say it. You said I would assist. So yes. Even though it's hilarious.
Okay.
Roll again.
It's gonna be
A game.
just as bad. 1d4. Didn't learn anything more.
You know they're
Nice.
magical.
Nice.
You know
Nice.
they're magical, and you know they make fire look really bright.
True.
I don't know either.
It makes it even brighter.
Nah, we're not learning anything more about this.
Looks said the only person that still haven't rolled it.
Everyone's rolled it.
Yeah.
Everyone's rolled at this point.
Oh wait, Oh, Zizo also rolled it. None of us knows. Except the only thing that didn't roll.
She
They
ain't
don't
rolling.
roll.
Wait.
Goggles.
I cannot look.
She ain't rolling. She don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, how does she feel about this basilisk?
Eh.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I appreciate
She's
my
fey.
fairy friend
Doesn't
not
give a shit.
caring.
How cool is my gun?
Oh, yeah, your gun. Well,
Just look at it.
the gun itself, as you take a look at it, appears to just be a normal musket.
Wait,
No kills, the same.
is it rusted?
Somewhat, but not to any detriment.
Ah, they don't make them like they used to.
Wow.
Just nods.
The
Examining it.
Yeah, so the musket is a bit rusted, and the stock is a bit decayed as it is wood, but not that much because it's been in icy water, so it's preserved it fairly well.
Well, I can help with the metal part.
All right, congratulations! You have a box full of 7 to go, 13 pearls, and 5 silver bullets, basically.
Ultra's gonna try to use the goggles and not look at the fire after seeing what happened.
Okay, you get mini flashbanged as the sun that radiates the snow blinds you again.
Oh my god,
Just
everyone's
looking
getting
specifically
blinded.
at the ship. Does that just is it just like night goggles or something from what we can tell?
If you looked at the shit specifically, you'll have to figure it out on your own. You don't have a wizard with identify.
Nope.
Nope.
Fortunately, it doesn't seem like
It's
looking at
rocked.
anything. It makes things brighter. But he just takes it off for now since he doesn't know squat about this kind of stuff.
It flashbangs cobalts, so there's that.
I smash it
True.
with my hammer. No, I'm just kidding.
Doesn't seem particularly useful, but it might be. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cobalt. You can see in the dark properly, right?
Nods.
May I hold on to these if our destination is some ruins, and ruins can sometimes be rather dark depending on where we are. We may find a better use for these right now.
Also nods.
Thank you. And so I guess I'm gonna label these as flashbang goggles until we figure out what they are.
Man, I should have made flashbang goggles. That would have been so funny.
Okay. So he's gonna hold on to that, and if even the way it works is that it increases the amount of light that someone allows you to take in more light, essentially, that would be helpful for my character because he has no dark vision.
And everybody else have.
Alright, does anyone else try to determine anything else about the valuables in the box?
I'll go over it.
I will go.
Is there anything
over it.
explicitly magical about anything else in the box?
Don't know unless you check.
Let's do an investigation check.
Well, that would be an arcana.
Oh,
will-
I could do something to help with that if you really wanted me to.
I will do the Arcana.
Or the person with detect magic just cast detect magic and can tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I can just
Oh,
cast
I mean-
detect magic right now to see if there's anything else in the area.
Oh yes, or the 2 people who can cast detect magic just cast detect
Just do
magic.
it. Sure. I have no problems doing casting detect magic right now.
No, as you cast detect magic, you do you do detect magic coming from within the box.
Gonna. Well, I mean, he put the goggles away, so and he knows those are
Oh,
clearly magical.
okay.
So, what else? What else in the box?
Alright, as you take a look in the box, let's see. I actually don't know what school of magic it would be, because schools of magic just befuddle my mind for some fucking reason. So, you were able to determine two things. One, the goggles are in fact magical. You're right. Two, the bullets radiate magic.
He'll carefully pick one out because he's pretty big, so clearly pick one out and hold it up. It would appear these are more than just simple. Well, I mean, knowledge of guns is common in this world, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Firearms. Yeah, okay. So he would know what this is then. Okay. This is more than just a silver bullet.
Well, I mean, for the most part, it's just a ball, but yeah.
I mean, he's just putting two and two together right now.
Yeah.
As for you didn't specify the school of magic, but roughly what kind of magic would it be? I guess in that case.
Actually, I know. I think I know exactly where to figure this out. Da, da, da. This is the closest I think it would be, so evocation.
Evocation.
Probably not right, but fuck it, what do I care?
Have like elements.
That means it can either heal people, or hurt them even more.
Oh,
Given
okay.
it's a bullet, it is probably the latter.
It's a healing bullet!
Yeah, it could be a
I
healing bullet.
mean, there's a D&D game where I had a healing shiv, literally. Stab people and it healed them instead.
Cobalt, come back here, let me shoot you so you can be healed.
Go.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna... I just know these are magical now, and that they're evocation focused. I don't know exactly what they do, but he's gonna at least inform Sigzil that these bullets are a little bit special. Could be anywhere from having an extra effector, just simply increasing the force of the bullet when it impacts a target. In any case, I would hold on to these for. If we won't hold on to these unless if we run into anything particularly dangerous. These are magical, and magical ammunition isn't exactly hard to come by. Isn't exactly easy to come by sometimes.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Stuff them. You tricks them.
We have magic silvered bullets, but we don't know what they do.
True.
This is the issue when none of our characters actually have good intelligence. Besides, I think Cobalt has good
Cobalt has
intelligence.
a +5 if he just rolled.
Yeah,
good.
he has good intelligence. He's the only one in our group that
Can I
does.
make an Arcana check on the bullet?
Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly said these are magical in some fashion.
We'll try to identify without identifying.
Might as well give it a shot.
My god.
My
If
god, I
anyone-
will help you.
My God.
Help?
Can I get slapped again?
No help.
Grab me.
No help.
Okay. Once more, with feeling. Okay.
Hey!
That is
That
indeed
was fail.
feeling.
Okay.
That's a good feeling.
Would you like to roll that
Or-
guidance? Okay, yes you would.
Service give you knowledge
25.
of what you
25
will.
reveals the person who enchanted it.
Alright. I have news.
Mhm.
These all magical bullets. I'll give the link to the thing later. Okay. These are Wrinkles civil tracking balls or bullets.
Oh,
Ammunition, monotile, valued at 800 gold, 3 ounces.
Rose up.
They are +1 ammunition, but this is where the fun comes in. Whenever you successfully hit an attack roll made with this ammunition, you can target another creature or object 10 feet away from the original target. Make a second attack roll without your proficiency modifier. On a hit, deal damage normally to that creature with this ammunition.
Oh,
ricocheting
I
bullets.
see.
Dude, does Sigzil know how to curve bullets now?
He's
I don't know if
always
it.
known.
I mean, I guess technically they would be curving, but I just imagine them as like ricocheting bullets.
Do
where
you
it's
know
like, it hits-
Rip Van Winkle from Hellsing Ultimate?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Unfortunate. Look that up.
Yeah,
I do.
I
I
do.
see.
Because that's
talking.
what
I
you
gotta look
have,
at that.
my friend.
You got some cool. I mean, that's already cool though.
Well,
What's an original thought? I have none.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
I see this as an absolute win.
true.
So basically, you have Chaos Bolt, but as a bullet.
Feels good. Oh,
Now the
time to
question
shoot people.
is. Now the question is if Now this is the normal thing I would suggest is we keep one, and then if we find a wizard, we tell them, hey, can you enchant more of these?
True.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. You have 5
Thank you.
shots. Use them wisely.
Let's go kill a dragon.
If you miss, I'll never forgive you.
Yet.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Well, I'll try not to.
Don't look at me.
Anywho,
Well, I roll shit sometimes.
Apparently my spell slot's never properly recovered, so I'll have to fix that value. Anyways, I don't know. Did anyone else have stuff to do right now?
no, I think we found everything.
Yeah. I mean, I was asking if this was just ice or it was a cave.
What were you pointing at? Hello? Hello? Am I back? Hello? Anybody there? Yoo-hoo! Internet probably went out. Well, that's a good time to, do this. Hey, remember if you're watching on YouTube to like the
Why not
video.
finally
Oh,
get
there.
it out?
Okay, I'm back.
Thanks.
I'm back.
There you are.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. I noticed something was up when I couldn't update my token properties to fix my spell slots.
Okay, where were you? Oh god, I scrolled out again.
Do you have anything else that we were gonna do here?
No, I think we're gonna move on
Got
towards the room.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter where you were pointing because I can just tell you there's nothing else to find here. Oh no, stream is disconnected. That's not good.
Yes. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yo.
No, Mr. President, I'll save you.
No, Mr. President.
Yeah, I just realized if you have sunlight sensitivity, this is such a bad place for you too.
I hate
It's like,
everything.
I'm
Yeah,
always
he-
forever
He
blinded.
doesn't like the cold and he has some light sensitivity.
I just want to be a dwarf.
like God, right. I think it's Dwarf Fortress's cave adaptation. It's basically like that.
Alright. Do you wish to continue on?
Yeah.
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 Then come with me as I take you on a journey.
Ooh.
We're going on a trip.
Our favorite rocket ship.
Little lights on.
Alright, Sigler, I need you to make me 2 more survival checks.
Come on. Oh yeah.
Alright. As you head back out, you are able to navigate your way fairly easily through the harsh tundra, through biting winds, navigating through the dangers of the landscape, the wilderness within. As you look at the map, you believe you're close. A short travel longer and you will be at your destination. More days pass. And in the distance you see what looks like a being sitting on top of a hill or chair or something. As you get closer, the image gets larger and larger. You see a being unknown to you with 6 arms holding different trinkets, sitting atop a cliff. And in front of you, a pathway beneath them. Excuse me, I said 6. I meant 10.
Oh, even better.
Oh yeah, even cool, even better, yeah. Alright, I'll just put you here for ease of sake. The being, as you get closer, appears to be made out of stone, sitting on a chair made of massive stone hands. Architecture is amazing alone.
Oh jeez.
The way forward lies ahead. You have found the mausoleum, the temple, the tomb.
Damn.
Nice.
I want
Pretty.
it.
I want the big stone. Give it to me.
Give it to me.
No, nothing for you.
I am officially now proficient with the jewelry kit.
I have expertise now. Smile.
Can I do
got
a
a
roll
gun.
for that freaking big?
Oh, for the gym.
Yes.
Yeah, you can roll for the gym. investigation check.
Do I get advantage? Oh wait, no, you get +2 because of the proficiency.
If you're not proficient in investigation, you get a proficiency bonus.
Ah, dang it.
Oof.
Damn.
Damn, Sedge.
Alright, as you look at the apparent gem, you are unable to determine its value, if any. What you can determine is that yeah, no.
No.
You don't know anything. Nah.
No, okay.
It's a rock. It's a fancy looking
tried.
rock. It ain't worth
tried.
jack squat.
Okay, let's go then.
It doesn't even have historical value, damn it.
Historical value, can I do a history check?
Oh, would you like to do a history check?
Yeah, you just gave me ideas.
Well,
Get it, man.
this would have been out of your pay grade anyway.
Yeah. But it's so funny.
Wow.
Let's go.
Do you
How
have?
big is the doorway?
15 feet long. About 20, 25 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So maybe around giant size?
Yeah, maybe.
Rubs chin. Nods. Yeah, waddle.
Also, because you may not have seen it, there was also 2 other paths before you head uphill. I just put you here because that was the most convenient place. Would you have liked to check out those other 2 ways? I'll just go straight in.
Another ways? Oh yeah, from here.
Well,
right?
there's really only one other path, but
Nah,
the other way
main
is just
door.
this way.
Yeah.
Okay, main door. Let's go.
All
Main
roads
door.
probably lead the same.
True combat roll.
Ah. Okay.
All right. Now I grab you,
You're swooping grab.
and I take you to a completely different map.
No.
Kind of hate to say this, but I think I actually have to get going a little early today. Something's come up. But just finish up the session without me, and I'll ask for details.
Wait, this ain't right. We can. Alright, so we're at 248. I don't.
We're entering, so
I don't know if we could finish it all up next session, is what I'm thinking.
eh.
I mean, how long were we planning on going today to make sure that we finished up?
Just the usual time.
So another 12, 15 minutes. Yeah, I gotta leave a little early. I would say just drag me along for now if you wanna.
Yeah.
Continue. So I'm sorry. It's
Oh
a
no,
minor thing right now that I gotta deal with.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I understand that that can't be helped.
Yeah. Thank you though. I am going to head out for now though.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Right,
thanks for coming. I hope everything goes well for you, and I hope we all see each other again next week, and that will most likely be our final week, unfortunately, but maybe not. Maybe it will. I'm not sure yet.
I'll just have to see. Anyway, bye, slime man.
See you later.
Bye. Alright. You enter through the front door, much wow, and come across the inside of the tomb. The hallways leading down are narrow. And you will notice the torches along the walls are lit. You do not believe you are here alone. You do not believe you were the first people to set foot in this place since it was last concealed.
Okay, so investigation check for traps, please.
Is it perception?
I cannot.
Uh,
I can't understand. Or
I would use either or. Perception for far away traps, investigation for close up traps if you think there's one close up to you. Like for instance, if you're looking to see if a door is trapped, you would use investigation.
oh wait,
But you would have to be up
there is
close.
a door?
When's the trap finder? Go get him.
Oh no, that's not a door. I don't think that's a door.
Yeah,
I don't
what
think it's a
is
door.
it?
I wouldn't call it a door. I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't call it a door. I would call it an overhang. That's what I would call it.
Okay.
It's a panda.
It's a panda.
It's a panda.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Alright, as you continue on, you do not detect any traps. And Frost is stuck in the wall. She's no clipping. She's cheating.
And
Makes sense.
how is the
They are
basilisk?
weird.
The basilisk
They
has been
truly are.
doing the whole time.
Surprisingly, the basilisk has been fairly, content? No, that's not the one. Well behaved.
Docile.
Sure.
Pretty
Smile.
cool girl.
Wait, I was loaded and then I stopped being loaded. What happened?
I've untied it. I've leashed it though.
Are y'all loaded?
Yeah.
Downloaded.
Okay, let's go.
I was loaded. And then I got unloaded. Oh, now I'm loaded again. Nope, now I'm not loaded.
No,
What's
no,
happening?
we should wait until you're done loading.
Yeah, because you'll go too far and he'll say, stop, stop, stop.
Okay, I
And then we'll
think I'm
explode.
loaded now. Okay, I should be fine. I should be loaded
And then
now.
you'll explode, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you'll explode.
Waddle, waddle,
Totally not like what happened last time.
waddle,
Hmm.
waddle. Wait, why am I up front?
But I don't know, why are you up front?
You're
Push the
Rock.
signal up front. What? No.
Robot.
You are the fighter. You're the tank.
He's a paladin. He's a battle tank. He has heals.
No, we want him up front so he can look for traps. And
But-
then we'll be right behind him, and then he can dodge behind us. Because that's what rogues do.
Okay, let's go.
He also
Should I
has
try to
poofy
do it?
pants.
He
Oh, I
does it.
cannot.
And he has a new fancy hat. Ooh, wow.
Oh wow.
True.
Good hold.
Gonna have to
Everyone
update
pointed
that
right
alt
there.
now. Gonna have to
I
update
have-
that alt now. For
I
the
have to
one
update
session
that
we
alt.
play after this.
I.
Alright, you continue on your way.
Buddy, get us out of the group. I think, well, because you have control over the basilisk and we don't.
What?
I cannot.
Oh, the whole group?
Yeah.
March forward, goddammit.
March forward. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
tired of being in the doorway. It's cold.
it's okay. I'm just getting rid of a bot. Because despite the
Kill.
fact that I do want to become famous, I don't want to give a robot my money.
I'm moving my 3 tokens in Vulture, so y'all can
Yeah.
move yourself.
Okay.
Waddle, waddle. Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Can we investigate or
Combat
history
roll.
check this floor piece? This-
Yeah, I'm just frozen as I'm deleting this bot.
Oh, okay, cool. We will be.
Fucking bot. Get out of here. Nobody wants you, bot. I appreciate you talking in my chat, but no one wants you.
The robot wants, it has a family to feed or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, well, now I feel bad. Not really.
Okay, that's fine.
Damn.
Damn, Shepard, you fucking savage, man.
You cold.
You cold,
These
dog.
streets are cold, dog. Anywho,
Alright, well, it's taking forever to try and delete that, so I'm just gonna leave it, because fuck it. Who cares? No one watches this show. Alright, anyway. Alright, so you're doing a history check or an arcana check? What are you doing?
Can I do a history check or I don't know, contract investigation? What is appropriate?
Let's see. I have notes, so let me see. Alright. I didn't determine what kind of check it would be. Well, fuck. Okay. You can make me a history check or investigation check.
History.
Or just a straight up intelligence.
History.
Alright. Would anyone else like to roll?
I'll investigate.
Investment given.
Ah, yes, now I can ban the bot. Yes. Yes.
Ban him.
Big beam.
One cap.
Alright. As you investigate the murals and read symbols along the floors and walls.
Oh wait. Do we know the language?
Oh, well, it's not actually a language, it's more of like pictures.
Oh, okay.
I like pictures.
Me too.
It's
Oh,
fine.
pictures. That's the easiest book to read.
I keep opening up the wrong map tools.
Until it's all pictures.
Oh no, all pictures. Alright, so as you look at this mural, it will depict what appears to be the story of an ancient civilization that was at the peak of its time. You believe you have to continue on to learn more.
That's alright.
Oh. What are these?
Oh,
Coffins, I think.
those are, yes, coffins, sarcophagi.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch them.
Nutter. Oh. There's two ways.
There's actually a little bit more for this one. Alright, so this mural, as you read it, not only will it tell you about the civilization at the height of its majesty, but it will depict a multi-armed being similar to the one that you saw when you first arrived here, the statue. It will tell the story of how it led them to the golden age of their civilization, filled with medicine, riches, food for all, a plentiful era. Okay, now you have to continue on.
One. Let's go left.
Alright, the party goes left.
Or at least does anyone want against that? Go against that?
Not really.
Okay, let's go.
You always go left in dungeons.
Always go left.
The golden rule.
Except when you go
Sure.
right.
Yes, because that's the only direction you can go. Combat roll.
Mm.
Peaks around the corner.
Would you like me to move you as a group?
Well,
No?
I got it.
Okay.
The thing is,
I'll get it.
No, we are.
No, we
Looking
are
for
individual people.
True.
Checking for traps.
Except Mulcher.
check the traps.
Sniffing for them.
No, so what is this?
I can sniff them. I can smell them.
Alright, so there's currently no actual murals here.
It's just really pretty.
Yeah, it's just really pretty.
Understandable.
I see dragons. I like those.
I see
Yes.
dragons.
Wagon. So, Zigzil not gonna investigate? Do the rogue stuff?
I mean, I'm not really good at investigating.
For Treb?
I mean, don't know what to say.
He's not your average rogue.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Hold on.
He's below average.
No?
Is anyone helping me investigate? Okay. I guess
I'll
not.
do it. Wait, no.
Alright, Sigzil, as
Mulcher will help you, and I will guidance you.
Alright, Sigzil, as you Sigzil finds no traps. Cobalt, you also did find no traps.
Good.
You still find no traps. What do you mean there's no traps?
Show them to me! I see everything, even the gods.
Alright, as you... Ah, yes, there was a bone. Ah, must have been a dog kill. Weird.
Totally knelt for one of
Someone
those
lost their
boys
chewing
go.
bone.
Alright, as you continue on, you come across a small room with 4 more coffins.
Let's keep on moving.
Alright, at this point, you will see...
Are these trapped?
You're gonna
Would
loot
you
the
like
convent?
to use a new investigation check?
What if I want to use my old one?
No, that was for the hallway.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll go ahead and check for traps. Joke's on you, I still have guidance.
No! He didn't use it! No!
18.
Alright, with an 18, as you search around the seams of the coffin, looking for any kind of tripwires or pressure plates, you find none.
Neat. I'm
Please do not disturb the dead.
just gonna peek inside, see
No.
what's going on. Hey Chief, how you doing? Doing alright in there?
Alright, as you peek inside, you will see that it is empty.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
This ain't supposed to be empty.
There's supposed to be a dead man in there. I'll relay that to the party.
Guys,
What's up with this bone? Is it a chewing bone?
I mean, it could be if you started chewing on it.
Hmm. Contemplating.
As you get to this area, you'll be able to read more on the murals. As you continue to look at the pictures and interpret them however you wish, and by however I wish, I mean the way I'm telling you right now, it will tell you that despite this new age of wealth and luxury, something happened. The leader of the people, a great warrior and capable leader, appears to have angered the being that led them to their riches. You must continue on to learn more. But to answer your question, it looks like a female.
Okay. That is a chewing bone. Wait, hold on. Grabs chewing bone.
Okay.
It's chewing bone to basilisk. There we go.
It's new. It's You, so you poke the bone at its face, and it just kind of goes.
Yes, silence. Understandable. Have a good day. Finger guns.
All right, you come into a new room filled with more coffins.
I'm looking at this one.
All right, you would like to check the coffin.
Yep.
Are you looking for traps, or are you just opening it?
Always looking for traps.
Okay. Oh, okay. Is that what the 20 is for?
Yeah.
All right. As you look for any kind of traps, you will find no traps.
Nice. I'm gonna also give this one a tiny peek-see.
All right. As you open it up and look inside, this one does have a body.
Oh, nice. Anything valuable on him?
All right. As you look at him, he appears. Oh well, them. They will have a suit of leather armor on, and a great axe in their hand.
Okay, I'm
Sebas
gonna
will
close
close the thing.
Oh, okay.
it. I already closed it. Catman, don't test me.
What
Or,
you
thin
have with
ice.
no stealing? He has with no tampering with the.
He also had
bag
2
of
gold
coffee.
coins on his eyes.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not touching that shit.
Oh, okay.
I know what that means.
Do you? Do you?
Looks at intelligence. I think I can summarize.
What you doing, Ruse? Okay.
Nothing. I'm actually going with them
Nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm being a good lizard.
today.
For now. Combat roll.
Alright. As you come this way, you will see a new room opening up to you.
Can I peek?
You can.
I do that.
Alright, you peek into the room. It appears to be empty for the most part. And there is a stairs that lead downwards. Making my way downtown, walking fast. GoForce knows what's up. They know.
What's up with this stuff?
Ah, yes. Around you are pots and jars and what appears to be some kind of sink or basin full of a liquid.
Walls over. Can I determine what the liquid is?
You can with an investigation check.
I will investigate the water.
I will
Right.
help the investigation.
Nah, he's done road. It's too late for that.
Oh, okay. Now I will do it myself. Sorry, I reacted slow.
Investigation.
I don't. We both know the same roll.
Ooh, yes, water.
Yes,
Good.
water.
Yes. Alright, as you look at the liquid, it is a clear liquid. It smells slightly pungent, but you're not really able to determine what it is. Probably just
Can I
smelly
dip-
water.
Gonna dip a finger in,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna like taste it a little bit.
You're fucking lucky you're not in an Arcadum campaign. Alright, as
Alright.
no, you would have went like to a space whale or some shit. Okay, anyway.
Damn.
Whoa, thinking it. Whoa, thinking it. Alright, as you dip your finger in and taste it, it tastes oily.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You don't believe this is water?
Yes. Rubs chin.
Hmm.
Looks at inventory. Anyone have any flasks?
Good question.
Good question. I don't think my
Empty
character-
vials.
I'm gonna check.
Anything?
Let's focus on this season.
You have some jugs around you.
Yeah, but those are jugs.
True.
You can't carry a whole ass jug.
I mean-
like something.
You could.
Well, yeah, I could. But it's also big. Look at the smallest one is that. That's like my size.
Yeah, it's perfect for you. It's you size.
I'll point out that that's not water, and then I'll look in the jugs to see if there's anything inside it, I guess.
As you look in the jug, make me an investigation check as you try to determine what is in it, because there is something in it. Alright, as you look in the jug, they appear to be full of spices and herbs. It smells nice.
Gonna huff it?
You could huff it if you wanted to.
That's the good shit. I did.
Okay, you huff it. You sneeze. Oh no, your allergies.
I don't have those. What the fuck?
You do
So
now.
there's spices in that. Or is it just all the jugs in general?
That one. You have to look at the other ones to figure that out.
Okay. Time to get on big jug. I peer in the jug.
Alright, as you peel in that jug, it looks to be the same as the other jug.
Okay, I'm gonna go around to all of them.
Okay, they all have herbs and spices.
Okay. I will say there's herb and spice in there.
Damn it! I don't have a bag to collect them.
No, you do have a bag. You just get on your everything.
Yeah. Can I use the bag that I use for my wheat bagels?
Oh yeah, that's probably empty by now.
Yeah, so.
Assuming you
have
didn't
wheat-
throw that away like a little bug.
The thing was, there was always one left, and I.
Ew!
So-
Gross.
Ew!
He probably threw it away, but I don't. I don't know if he had a bag or not. Let's roll one.
I think you had a bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had a bag
there
for all of them because you bought like a dozen
Yeah.
or something. You bought
Yeah,
you bought a lot.
I think I bought 7 of them. So. Can I fill it, please?
Yeah, you can fill it. Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, you have a bag of your spice.
Yay!
Wait,
You sure?
I'm waiting.
is this a trap?
I don't know. You tell me. 16 investigation. You look for more tripwires, more pressure plates. You find one. A thin wire going just barely above the floor line.
Nuts. Knowingly.
Go rogue.
Combat rolls. Backwards
Combat
this
rolls.
time.
Sigil,
Points out the
touch
wire.
it.
Go get a goblin. Backflips.
Alright. I do my best. Isn't it Thieves' Tools?
Yeah, it'd be Thieves' Tools, yeah. Alright,
So,
you take out
damn.
your Thieves' Tools. Perfect tool for the job. A small dagger. You run it up along the edge of the wall, feeling the tension wire. And with one quick move, you slice it.
Jesus.
A sharp blade will shoot up from the floor. and then we'll fall back down.
Eye. Good eye.
Finger guns.
But he didn't see the second tripwire. No.
No.
I will cat jump.
All right, you make your way into a new room with one way down, and a large face, statue, relief on the wall next to you, looking down, eyes ever watching.
Like that. I'm checking for traps.
Alright, as you look around for traps, you find no traps.
Yes, no traps.
Do something for the.
Alright, what would you like to figure out so I can tell you what roll to make?
Like. I don't know. What is it like?
Well, I can just tell you right off the bat that the face looks very similar to the statue above you. So you're able to put that together and believe that it is most likely the same individual. So that determines what you may choose to do.
Okay. Can I just do a history check then?
Yeah, you could do a history check.
Good roll.
Alright.
Oh, it's almost a 20.
It's a 20! Alright, with your 23, as you look at the stone relief, and you are able to determine that it is, in fact, a relief of the same being whose statue is made up above you. And you're able to determine that it is the same being that is described in the I want to say pictograms. Is that the right word? Pictograms? The pictures along the walls and drawings. You are able to determine from what you have read so far that this is most likely a celestial being. Which one you are unable to determine, or if it would even be a god, or just a minor deity, or even just a strong celestial in general. It's hard to determine. It does not seem to be any that you know of currently.
Okay.
Gonna check this area for traps.
Alright, you check for traps. Investigation.
Can I do a karma check on this ruby statue?
You could, but it wouldn't tell you anything more.
Well,
I disconnected. I disconnected.
Doodles?
Why did I disconnect? That is the question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I disconnected though from the server.
Yeah, it kicked everybody because I
Dang
don't know
it.
why. It still says I have a server running. Let's look at reconnecting into okay, my server crashed. That's why. I have to wait for it, or either I just can reboot it real quick. Okay. I'll have to. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. That shouldn't be happening. Well, we're at 3 minutes 20 anyway, so this is a good stopping point anyway.
Yeah, we're going to go down the stairs.
Yeah, so we'll just
Dun, dun,
continue on next session and hopefully finish this out. Alright. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed coming.
Yeah.
I enjoyed playing in my session. I enjoyed having you all. It has been a delight.
For certain.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just do... Oh. I'm still loading stuff apparently.
Bum, 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 bum,
Okay.
bum,
Alright.
bum.
Ba-da-da! Okay, my whole computer decides to just, crap itself out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you can still hear me? Alright, cool, I'm back. Alright, I'll just do this and I'll be on my way. Alright, well, thank you all for coming. Thank you if you're watching on Twitch. Thank you guys for coming. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ding the little bell, do all that fun stuff. Let's see who I'm rating. But most importantly, thank you guys for playing in my game. It has been a pleasure.
Certainly.
Thanks for running.
Thanks for running my first ever D&D game.
Yes.
Oh no, now I feel bad.
What do you mean?
No, I feel worse. I ruined her first D&D experience by canceling it. No.
That's not weird. I mean, I think it's like, thank you for like introducing me to the like whole more of the player side of the D&D and like, allowing me to make friends here. It's just like being that connection for all of us to be like become friends, meet each other, start things, our own community and stuff. Because without you, I wouldn't have met everybody. So yeah, thank you.
True.
Yeah. Well, in the end of the day, that's what I was trying to do. Let's try the guinea pig. Okay, we're waiting the guinea pig. That sounds like a good idea. Never thought you'd hear that sentence, did you?
Eh,
Hey! Glowfrost,
either way.
thanks for that Dorito. I love Doritos. Dorito.
Good reasons.
But,
Yum.
well, I hope you all had fun. And
Yeah.
hopefully, somewhere down the line, we can continue. But that will do it for today.